All right, so you see a When I'm 64 typography project. You guys are going to go ahead and start off in Illustrator as usual. You're going to go ahead and say File, New, and from there you're going to want to have a an 8x8 grid. So you're going to start off over here. Instead of at a letter, you're going to come in and you're going to go ahead and change this. You want to make sure that it's 8. You want to change that to 8, but last and very most important part, please make sure your units are on inches. You want to make sure that that is a standard for creating this document. You do not want it to be anywhere else because you will not have the correct size of document. If you open up a document and it looks wrong, chances are it is wrong. You're going to want to exit out, try it one more time, be more careful, and then come and ask questions to Appear or to me. Okay? So once we're at our 8x8 document, what you're going to see is a normal sort of square. I'm going to want to show you where you can add your grid onto here. So if you go up into your View menu, you're going to go all the way down towards the bottom. It says Show Grid. For this project, your grid is going to be very important because you're going to want to use that to help align you to adding things inside of here. Okay? So I call this the When I'm 64 project because we've got an 8x8 grid, 8 times 8 is 64. You are going to have a minimum of 64 letters, all the same exact letter on this first starting project. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be adding letters into each of the boxes. These are all the letter G for obvious reasons. Yours you can pick, and if you look at my list here, we've added the grid. You're going to choose your first or last initial. I did a black and white, though you are allowed to pick any two colors only. There are no gradient fills. There are no outer strokes of another color, nothing like that. Two straight up solid fill colors. This is a beginning typography project to get you to become familiar with some of the ways that you can treat text and manipulate text to create a work. Okay? So again, no outer strokes except to stick in the outline of a letter. For example, this fancy letter G was super thin. So if I go ahead and I select it, you can see that I actually added an outer stroke onto it. Without the outer stroke, it was super thin and it wasn't filling what I needed from it. So I added that outer stroke so that I could get it to have a certain sort of a visual weight to it. I actually might back that off just a little bit. So it would have that outer weight to match what I needed from it. Okay? So across here there are 8, but actually 9. Because at the end I want you to look at some of the negative areas and think about adding another smaller version of that letter. Now I want to remind you, you can choose between upper and lowercase. So you can choose a lowercase g and an uppercase g throughout your project. It doesn't have to be all upper or all lower. So you can mix it up a little bit with that. One letter is going to go into each of your 1-inch boxes. Again, adding an outer stroke if needed in the same letter. Let me put that in there, if needed. Let me make that italic. Okay? You can rotate it. You can distort it, and I'm going to talk about how you're going to distort that actually very soon. And then adding additional upper and lowercase letters to fill the empty spaces. So you look at it and it's like, I feel like something should go there. Or, no, I don't feel like anything should go there. I love it the way it is. Okay? So, this one is in black and white. If I go back to this one, for those of you that want to start off with a color, what you're going to start off doing is you're going to come in here, you're going to go ahead and drag a square from edge to edge, and then you're going to go ahead and fill it. I would take off the outer stroke, and then go ahead and add a fill, for example. Let's say it's going to be red. Okay? So once that guy is done, I actually recommend you lock it. If you don't lock it, you're going to end up with a problem. The other part is it tends to block out. Did you notice what it blocks out when you put that in? Blocks out your grid. So you may actually want to hide it or put it in later and then right-click on it, arrange, and then send all the way to the back. So keep all those things in mind as you're working. You really need that grid that's under there to help you align everything. So this is something that can happen later, and then you can go ahead and put it in the background, okay? Now, technically, you could leave it in there. You could come over to your layers right over here. If you don't see that, it looks sort of like two sheets of paper layered on top of each other. You can go up to Window, and then you can go ahead down into the Layers section. Once you get to there, you're going to be able to see that this part will pop right out for you. So, Illustrator can work in layers, which are very important. In this case, I may want to leave that red box on its own layer, and then I can come in and I can lock it so it won't move. I can also turn off my visibility to it, which is a really important feature. Again, you'll notice I've got a different sort of a look to that grid once I've turned that part off. I can add another layer on top of it, but then I get my information that I was missing back. Right down here, it looks like a little post-it note with a corner sort of folded up. That's how you can create a new layer. And you might want to do that so that when you're working, let me just go ahead and put a letter down, or a few letters. Let me see, I don't think I have mine. Okay, well, we're just going to leave it like that. So you can see that you can turn it on and off to kind of look at it, okay? So I was hunting for a menu, and I want to show you right now how to get to it. So if we come in here, as we're getting ready to add our type, what we can do, go over here to that left toolbar, 4 tools down, you should have your type tool. You want to make sure that you're on the type tool, that you're not on anything else over here, because you're going to be able to do everything that you need to do right there on the plain old type tool. So what I'm going to do is, you can do one of two things. Some people like to click and draw a box. Other people will just click one time. Both work, okay? I'm going to go ahead and type the letter G. You'll see that it's too small. But up here, I'm like, wait a minute, nothing's popping up where I can change it. Well, first of all, you do have this character right here. Mine's a little slow. Where you can actually increase your font size. You can type a number in there as well. So if you know a certain number is what you're looking for, you can type that. You can also change your font. So if I go into this drop-down menu, I can go ahead to maybe this Nirvana-like font, which you notice my letter just disappeared. It disappeared because my font is too, it was too big to fit in that box. So if you have a letter in there, you notice it disappears as you're changing font. It didn't really disappear. It is there. It just needs to be resized in order to see it. Okay? So I'm going to go back on my regular selection tool. I can also hit the escape key to get out of that. Maybe I might even resize that box a little bit. Okay? So if I click on here, you'll notice if I'm trying to move this, I'm having some difficulty. I can't really do anything to restate that letter. So if that becomes the case, if you go ahead and type it and you cannot restate it, what you're going to do is you're going to right-click and you're going to go ahead and tell it to create outline. Now, it's really important that you are set on your letter when you create the outline, because it is no longer an editable type layer. So like right now, I could go back into here and I could add other letters. Of course, you're not going to see it because I made the box too small. But I could add other letters if I wanted to. Now, when I right-click and create outline, let me get out of there. When I right-click and create outline, I can no longer do that. It's not a text, it's an object now. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to go ahead and begin adding perhaps a little bit more heft to it. Maybe I want to come out here and I want to actually rotate it. Maybe I want this one to be backwards. I can mirror flip it, either vertically or horizontally. I'm going to come in now, and I'm going to do one where I just give a single click. With a single click, I get a blinking cursor. I'm going to go ahead and do a lowercase g on this one. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to go up to character. I'm going to go ahead and select another font. And from there, I can begin working. I selected the font. I'm going to hit the escape key. I can go ahead and rotate that. In this case, it's actually allowing me to manipulate it without creating an outline, which is really cool. You'll find some of them will, some of them won't. So let's say I feel like, I really like that. I want to keep that one the way it is. Boom, next one. Click. Notice I clicked too close to the original. Ladies and gents, this is very important. I clicked too close to the original. Now I can go ahead and continue typing on that original. I don't want that. I want a separate box. So if I move it over here to get that, I go ahead and type my letter. Oh, just so happens to give me a different interesting font. There we go. Oh, nope. And I clicked too close to that one. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to click maybe down over here. I'm going to go ahead and type my G. I'm going to use a capital G. Nope. There's my capital G. Highlight it. Change my font. I'm going to try to pick something that needs to be a little bit thicker so that you can see an example. Let's pick, that's probably going to be an awful example. Okay, so let's pick this one. Again, I'm going to go ahead to my outer stroke in the same color. In this case, it's black. I can go ahead and increase it. Let's say I really want it to have a little bit different of a look there. I'm going to tuck that in because I like how it fits in there. And then I might even bring it out a little bit to kind of reach the parameters. Might have to tuck it back in. Again, sort of mess around with the layout of it. As you're going, you're going to see that spaces, the negative spaces, and then we're reading back in the first unit right there. The negative space that's formed. I may actually bring a letter. Let me copy this one. I may actually bring a letter back up into here that goes off the canvas. Let's see what I could start. If I don't like the way that that negative space looks up there, I could add something in that goes off the canvas. But again, you've got 64 boxes plus to fill. You want it to be all the letters in one color and the background in another color. Like I said, mine is black and white, but you do have freedom and flexibility to make that choice. No gradient fill. No different color outer stroke. You might love the color pink and you want to put a pink outer stroke on this letter G, but it's a no. Okay? So with that, I think we've pretty much covered everything on the agenda for you as you're working with your type tool. Learning how to use your characters. Let me select one. Learning how to use your characters. Learning how you change both your font and your style or your size of font, but also how you can create an outline to manipulate it if you're not able to edit that font the way you want to. And that's about it.